Hello there. Are you headed for BOSE?
We are, but how did you know we weren't just visiting again?
Well, a number of people like yourselves have been passing through lately. Exponentially more than usual.
Is that because flights have been suspended in the airspace over BOSE?
That's exactly what's happened. You wouldn't believe how...
Well, the Royal Army is responsible for all the restricted flights, so you're really not in a position to complain.
Yeah, I guess you're right about that. Oh, and another thing, traffic through this checkpoint is also being regulated. If you want to go through here, you'll have to get a pass from the Chief Warrant Officer next door.
Okay.
Well, if it isn't Estelle. And Joshua, too.
Hello, Mr. Ashton.
It's been a while since we last met.
Yes, it has. So, I've heard my boy Luke caused you a lot of trouble, did he? I'm absolutely ashamed as a father.
I'm sure it's perfectly normal for a boy his age to be naughty like that. I mean, even I ran around outside of town when I was young.
Yeah, and you're supposed to be a girl.
You're certainly full of energy as usual. And this is Scheherazade, if I remember correctly.
Good afternoon, sir. We'd like to cross over into the BOSE region, so we were wondering about getting a pass.
Let me guess. This has something to do with Lind, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Goodness, Cassius was aboard. This is major. I'll issue you a pass right away.
Thank you, sir. But is it alright if you issue us a pass just like this?
What are you talking about? I know you kids by face. And as a member of the Royal Army, I should do my best to cooperate with the Bracer Guild. Oh, but one more thing.
Huh?
Be careful if you have any errands at the Hocken Gate, north of here. You might want to hide your identity as bracers there.
What do you mean?
I'm sorry, but I can't say any more about the matter. But if you intend to investigate the incident, please do so with discretion. I pray to Adios for Cassius's safe return.
right, we've got one.
Well, that was quick. Okay then, how about I open the gate for you? All right, you're clear to go through. Once you cross over, you won't be able to come back unless you get a pass from the other side. Please be aware of that before you cross.
Got it. What's that headed this way?
Well, if it isn't Sherazard, how have you been?
Fine. I haven't seen you in a while either. What are you up to?
As you can see, I'm doing an escort job. I'm sure that you've heard about all the airliners being grounded after the Lind incident, right? Because of that, we have to move all this cargo to the Royal City by ground transport.
I see. Well, your efforts are appreciated.
So how about yourself? What are you doing with these youngsters? Don't tell me you're looking into the incident.
That was the plan. Why? Do you know something we should be aware of?
Well, I think it would be best if you spoke with Lugren about it at the BOSE branch. Anyway, I've got to get going. Catch you later.
First Mr. Ashton, and now him? Everyone keeps hinting at something, but no one will just come out and say it. I wonder what's up.
Well, there must be a good reason for it, and we'll probably find our answers at the BOSE branch.
Agreed. If we do as he suggests and ask Lugren about it, we may just get a clue as to what's going on. Anyway, let's get moving.
We finally made it here. This is the commercial city of BOSE, which sits at the heart of the BOSE region.
Wow, this definitely looks like a city.
Of the 5 major cities in Liberal, this one comes next after the Royal City. Compared to Roland, the buildings are all made of stone and seem a lot bigger.
Does anyone have any idea what that huge building is over there?
That's the BOSE Market. It's an indoor marketplace made up of various shops. Food, clothing, sundry goods, furniture, books, and so on. You can pretty much buy everything here with the exception of weapons and ordnance.
It's not surprising that they call this place a commercial city. Man, I really wish this trip could have been for shopping.
Maybe some other time. Let's first stop by the guild and find out what's going on regarding the incident.
Oh, all right.
Just so you know, the Bracer Guild is just right over there.
Oh, Sherazard, you arrived a lot sooner than I expected. I appreciate you coming all the way from Roland.
It's been a while, hasn't it, Lugren? Did someone tell you that we were coming ahead of time?
Yes, I received a call from Aina not that long ago. So that means these 2 kids with you are Cassius' children?
Yes, that's right.
It's nice to meet you, sir. I'm Estelle Bright.
And I'm Joshua Bright. It's a pleasure to make your acquaintance.
I'm Lugren and I oversee the BOSE branch. Your father and I go way back. Please, just call me Lugren.
Sure, we'll do that. That said, could you give us a quick update on the missing airliner incident?
Yes, about that. The Royal Army is still continuing its search. However, with the Army's current restriction on information, no public updates on the situation have been made. And not only has the general public been kept in the dark, but the Guild hasn't heard a word either.
Really? Why not? Aren't the Army and the Guild supposed to be cooperating together?
Well, that's the way it is on the surface anyway. But, in actuality, there's a lot of opposition between both parties on a number of aspects.
So, pretty much what you're saying is that it's a bunch of jurisdictional disputes, right?
I hate to admit it, but that's the situation. In addition, General Morgan has gotten involved.
Did you just say General Morgan? Great. Now it really looks like things are going to be a pain.
General Morgan? Who's that?
He's famous for repelling the Imperial Army's invasion 10 years ago. You should have read about him in the history books.
Amazingly enough, I don't recall the name. So, what's the big deal with this famous guy anyway?
From what I've heard, he's not the biggest fan of the Bracer Guild. Hates bracers, in fact. It seems he even makes it a point to routinely assert that there's no need for a Bracer Guild.
Sounds like a real whack job to me. So what you're saying is that we're not getting any information because of this general?
That's not really important at the moment. What really matters is bracers are being prohibited from entering the regions they are investigating. And because of that, it's causing conflicts with our other work.
But we came all this way here from Roland. If that's the way it's gonna be, then it's time to duel it out with this general and decide who gets to investigate the incident.
You're talking like a crazy person, Estelle.
Keep your cool, Bracer. There are other ways, such as the request we've just received from the mayor concerning the incident. She has asked that we conduct an investigation from the guild side, separate from the army.
Well, that's encouraging news. If it's an official request from the mayor, it'll be a great pretext for us to conduct our own investigation.
I see. Well, isn't this perfect timing? Lugrin, we'll accept the mayor's request.
That sounds fine by me. But before you go, you two are junior bracers, right?
Yeah.
Junior bracers, so to speak, are members in training registered at various branches. In short, their performance is monitored by the branch where they're currently registered. And right now, for you two, that would be Roland.
So what you're trying to say is that...
We have to change our registration if we want to accept jobs here.
You've got it. Here, all you need to do is sign on these forms to transfer your registration.
Sure.
Our names go here, and...
Alright, it looks like everything's in order. Junior Bracers Estelle and Joshua. As of this day at 1520, your registration at the BOSE branch has been approved. This means that you are now members of the BOSE branch.
So you know, once you become a senior bracer, you can do any job without being registered to a particular branch. But on the flip side, your duties and responsibilities increase as well.
Understood.
So we're pretty much still newbies.
Well, it looks like now I'll be able to entrust you with the mayor's request. The mayor's residence is near the west gate. You should go there and talk to her directly.
We'll do that.
Understood.
Wow! Now isn't this a gorgeous place? Check out that crazy expensive-looking chandelier.
Calm down, Estelle.
It looks like this is the mayor's place, all right. Now I just wonder if she's home.
Oh, do we have visitors? Welcome to the BOSE Mayor's residence. May I ask who you are, please?
We're with the Bracer Guild. The mayor made a request to the guild and we've come here to inquire about the details.
Well, I have heard from the mayor that we would be expecting you. However, I am sorry to inform you that the mayor is currently out at the moment. She has gone to worship at the chapel.
When do you expect her back, sir?
Well, let me see. Actually, I would imagine her to be making a return at any moment.
Well, we're kind of in a hurry to meet her. Do you think it would be all right to call on her at the chapel?
Well, I don't wish to inconvenience you.
Don't worry, it'll probably save the both of us some trouble. But if you don't mind me asking, what does the mayor look like? Like the typical wealthy person? Big hat with feathers in it, dripping gemstones from every pore?
Feathers? Gemstones from every... what? How colorful. but quite off the mark, I assure you. How would I describe her? Should I say she looks splendid, or should I say beautifully mature? If she could just find the right man, then I could retire in peace.
Huh?
Never mind. I was just thinking out loud. Ah, yes, this may help. The mayor has a maid accompanying her. That might be the easiest way to find her.
The mayor is being accompanied by a maid, huh? That sounds easy enough to find in a crowd of people.
Let's hurry and head over to the chapel. Oh, there you are! You're the maid we've been looking for!
And you are?
Estelle, that wasn't very polite. My apologies. We're with the Bracer Guild. We're looking for the mayor so we can confirm the details of a job she requested.
Oh, I see. Please, let me introduce myself. I am her maid, Leela. I see to the mayor's daily needs.
Being served hand and foot, huh? The worlds we live in are really different. So where's the mayor, if you don't mind me asking? Didn't she come here to pray?
She's playing hooky from her religious duties.
Huh?
I'm sure she's probably in the middle of inspecting the situation in the market. She took off after telling me to pray for her, too.
I don't know how I should say this, but the mayor seems like she has quite a unique personality.
Well, doesn't she sound interesting? Even if she weren't the mayor, I'd be kind of intrigued.
There is no doubt she's a capable person, although she does have a bit of an unrestrained aspect to her at times. Anyway, I'm on my way to meet her right now. I don't mean to sound impolite, but would you mind waiting at her residence? I will let her know you're there.
I don't know how to feel about going back there empty-handed. Would it be alright if we came along with you instead?
Come with me to meet the mayor? Well, I guess it's okay. Let's make our way over to the BOSE market then.
Wow, this place is really huge! I wonder where the mayor is.
Well, she does stand out in the crowd, so I'm sure you'll find her right away. Oh, just as I thought.
The two of you should be absolutely ashamed of yourselves. Trying to force up the price of food at a time like this by buying it all up? You're not fit to be merchants in BOSE.
But, ma'am, we were just thinking about how to increase sales for the BOSE market in general.
I don't want to hear any more from you. If it were other products, it would be a different story. But making undue profits on necessities will lead to negative publicity for the market. Return these goods to their original prices at once.
All right. We'll do as you say.
Now, I don't doubt your passion for the BOSE market, but I want you to understand this. Commerce, when you get right down to it, is the established relationship of trust between people. And believe me, if you do business with that in mind, you can become wonderful merchants in BOSE.
Yes, ma'am. We'll do our best.
Madam.
Leela! So, you came, huh? I'm sorry you had to see that side of me.
Actually, you did a wonderful job, as always. But never mind that. These people are here to see you. Please come back home immediately.
Oh, that emblem could you be the bracers I requested?
Yep, that's us.
So does that mean that you're...
Forgive me for not introducing myself. My name is Maybelle. I'm the owner of this market and the mayor of the BOSE region.
This restaurant looks super expensive. Are we really gonna have a meeting here?
I often use this place for business meetings. The food is quite good, too.
I tell you what, though, I heard the mayor of BOSE was a woman. But I never imagined you would be this young.
Based on looks alone, I would guess that you're only 4 or 5 years older than me.
Actually, I still feel like I'm nothing more than an unworthy successor to my father. My late father was the previous mayor, and all I did was inherit the rights to the BOSE market and the political foundation which he set up.
That's, rather unvarnished self-evaluation if I've ever heard one.
After all, I'm just the daughter of a businessman, so there's no sense in getting high-hat about that. But anyway, would it be alright to go over the details of my request with you again?
Sure, that'd be fine.
Well, what I would like to ask that you do is investigate the disappearance of the missing airship and bring closure to the incident. I am of the opinion that bracers would bring about much more desirable results concerning this incident than the Army is currently producing. The reason being, we're not fighting a war. We're trying to find answers and solve a mystery.
Well, I, for one, would be honored. But don't you think that you're overrating us just a bit?
Just call it a businesswoman's prerogative. The fact of the matter is, an influential businessman was aboard the airliner that disappeared. In addition, if the Royal Army continues to keep the BOSE airspace as a no-fly zone, business is going to suffer. And just when business had been booming prior to the Queen's birthday celebration, too.
I see. So this is an economic appeal, right?
Yes, and it's something which I can't trust to be left up to the Army alone. So, what do you think? Will you accept my request for your help in the matter?
Well, we have our own reasons for wanting to investigate the incident, and we'd like to accept the job, but the Army has actively been trying to exclude bracers from anything having to do with the incident. So, I don't suppose you could pull the mayor card for us, could you? Maybe show the Army who's running the show?
Excluding bracers, huh? This must have something to do with General Morgan, then. That man has disliked bracers from the beginning.
So you know who the general is, Mayor Maybell?
He was a friend of my late father's. Tentatively speaking, we have a passing acquaintance with each other. So, I may just be able to do something for you.
Meaning?
Leela.
Yes, madam.
I guess this should be sufficient. Here, please take this with you.
What's this letter for?
It's a letter of request to General Morgan. It is to inform him of my request for information about the incident as the official responsible for the region. I think this should be enough to get some information out of the Army.
I see. But I wonder if that bracer-hating general will even meet with us at all.
I think it would be a pretty safe bet as long as you hide your identities. You would probably be best served by saying that you are messengers for the mayor.
I don't know if I like the sounds of that. Feels like we're lying or something.
It's not lying. We'd just not be telling him everything. Since this is a time-sensitive situation, I think we should be practical about it.
I guess you're right, Joshua. By the way, where do we need to go to meet General Morgan?
There's a fort called the Hocken Gate on the international border to the north of BOSE. You should be able to find the general there. All right, everyone. I'm counting on you.
You just leave everything to us. If we find out anything, we'll come and let you know.
I'll be looking forward to some good news. Goodbye, and have a wonderful day.
Goodbye.
Alright, let's get going, shall we? The Hocken Gate is at the end of the Eisen Road to the north of the East BOSE Highway.
In short, we need to head out the East Gate and then turn north thereafter, right?
Alrighty then. Hocken Gate, here we come.
Hold it right there! The Hocken Gate is currently not permitting civilian passage through the checkpoint.
Unauthorized personnel are not allowed past this point.
Sorry to make you waste your breath, but we are authorized to be here.
This is Mayor Maybell's.
The mayor has requested that we come and speak with General Morgan about the status of the search.
As you can see, this document is official. But if you don't want to let us through, I'm sure you'll be hating life later.
I guess there's nothing we can do but let you through.
Are you serious about this?
Don't you know? Mayor Maybell's the one in charge over the entire region. You can't just ignore that.
I guess you're right. Alright. We'll grant you permission to pass, but make sure you don't cause any problems. Whatever happens, never forget that we share a border with the Empire.
Yeah, we got it already.
Alright then, let us through.
this hackin' gate? It's freaking huge!
Of course it's huge. It acts as the sole entrance to the Empire, and after it was destroyed in the war 10 years ago, a much more robust wall was built in its place. Standard military reaction, bigger equals better.
Which means beyond this point is no longer liberal.
Yeah. It's the territory of the Erebonian Empire which stands beneath the emblem of the Golden Stallion.
The Erebonian Empire.
Well, enough staring for one day. Let's go meet with General Morgan. There's some barracks right there to the side of the gate. Maybe we'll find him in there.
Okay, let's go.
Before that, I want you to remove those bracer emblems you've got pinned on your chests. Things won't be pretty if General Morgan sees those.
Oh, I forgot all about that. Somehow I feel all weird doing this.
Yeah, there's something that just doesn't feel right about this.
Don't worry. That's proof that you've started adjusting to being a bracer.
How in the world did you guys get through? The barricade hasn't been lifted on the ice and road yet.
We came here on an errand for Mayor Maybell from BOSE. Do you think you could get us in to see General Morgan?
Well, that's understandable. In that case, I could definitely get you in to see the General, but unfortunately he's out at the moment. He's actually spearheading a number of searches right now.
It looks like our timing was bad. You don't happen to have an idea when he might return, do you?
I think he'll be back sometime today. There's a bar in that rest stop over there, so why don't you wait there for him? I'll let you know when he gets back.
A bar and a rest stop? Why is there a bar in a place like this?
Obviously, because this is the border with the Empire. The screening process for those entering and leaving the country is really strict, so there are a lot of travelers who have to wait quite a bit.
That makes a lot of sense. In that case, it's understandable that you would need facilities like an inn and a bar.
Well then, we'll take you up on your suggestion and wait over at the bar.
What a surprise! This is my first time eating Liberal's cooking, but it was rather delectable.
I'm glad you liked it. If you head to town, there's a number of other places where you can eat great liberal cooking as well. You enjoy this trip of yours, alright?
That I will do, believe me. If this is the kind of food I can get in a border dive like this, then I truly am in for a feast elsewhere in this land.
Well, excuse me for having my bar here on the outskirts of the country. Before you go feasting on the finer things, how about a glass of wine? I know it's not high-end exactly, but the taste is worth the price.
Well then, maybe I will.
Do you think this guy is...
He looks like a traveler from the Empire, if you ask me.
Good day to you all, my fine friends. You appear to be citizens of Liberal, but may I ask if you are traveling to the Empire?
Nope, we're just here on an errand. We're not traveling to the Empire.
You appear to be a citizen of Erebonia yourself. What about you? Are you here to visit the Liberal Kingdom?
I'm glad you asked. I am indeed a visitor in Liberal, both for work and for pleasure. And you say you're running an errand, but I can see your true colors. I know exactly who you are.
Who are we?
Indeed. You're bracers, no?
How did you know? We removed our bracer emblems. Wait, are you trying to tell us that you're in the same profession?
It's true that there are guild branches in the Empire, but actually I'm not a bracer. I just know several people in the guild, that's all. And there's an air about you that reminded me of them, so I just thought I'd ask.
Those are some excellent deductive reasoning skills you've got. I don't think an amateur could have picked us out of a crowd like that. Are you sure you're a traveler?
Please, don't look at me with such suspicious eyes. Those cold, flickering eyes of amber, just like a glass of exquisite brandy. You just make me want to kiss you and hold you in my arms.
What?
You're a bold one, aren't you?
Whoa, wait a minute, you. Are you one of those men who likes other boys?
I just can't help myself when I see something beautiful standing before my eyes. Daughters of serenity, sons of elegance, supernal melodies and cleansing landscapes, masterpieces and stories to move the soul, and last but not least, the most exquisite in food and drink. For things such as these are those which pique my interest.
Oh, so you're a pervert, just like I thought.
Yep, definitely a pervert.
How dreadful it is that genius is misunderstood in every generation. I feel as if my delicate glass heart is about to be broken. You, with your magnificent black hair, please comfort me in my time of need.
I'm going to have to pass. You've already scarred me for life as it is.
I've heard strange conversations in my day, but this one is worth remembering. The look on that kid's face. Ha!
Hey, you three!
Oh, it's the soldier from earlier.
The general has just returned. I just spoke to him about the matter, and he said he'll meet you now.
Really?
Yeah, so come to the barracks with me immediately.
Wow, that was much quicker than I thought.
Yeah, now at least maybe we'll be able to find out what's going on.
Okay, then let's be off, shall we?
What are you following us around for?
Your timing is excellent. You didn't miss a beat in exiting behind us. It seemed almost natural. Scarily so.
Ha! You noticed. Everything about you all just seems so interesting. I thought I'd take a gander. Please, don't mind me. Carry on, my good gent and mademoiselles.
Of course we're going to mind. Now get you. Shoo! Shoo!
Scrooge.
Who was that guy? Seriously, what was his deal?
He's not normal, that's for sure.
Getting rid of that weirdo was probably better not only for ourselves, but a service for the world at large, too. Now let's hurry and meet with the general.